guys, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. On today's video I'm going to be doing another declutter, packing away type video, but today we're going to be focusing on my pallets, whatever they may be. But before we get into today's video, kindly hit that subscribe button and that like or dislike button depending on your preference. Now let's get into it. So if you have been watching my vlogs and stuff, you will know that we are moving. Where? No idea. When? Even less of an idea. So I and my partner just thought that it would be better if we just packed up everything and had it all neat and tidy so that when we do go, it'll be an easy transition. So far I've packed away my foundations and what else have I done? Oh, my bronzers, blushers, highlighters. So they're all gone in. Now, if you didn't know already, I am a professional makeup artist, but since the pandemic hit, obviously I haven't really been doing anything, and now that we're going to be moving, I'm kind of closing up everything. So I'll open it up again when I get to my new destination, wherever that may be. But for the time being, it's just easier for me and my family if I just pack away all this stuff because, well, there's a fair amount of it. Now, when the pandemic hit, I merged my professional kit with my own personal kit. So there is a lot of things here that are both professional and affordable, so we'll go through that together, and some of the affordable stuff is just as good if not better than some of the professional stuff, darlings. So you know, you need to know these things, and then some of them I just have them because they are collector's items or I just think they're really cool. So without further ado, let's get into it. So as you can see here, I have a load of like pallets here. That's how high they are, and we've got all of these other ones here. So yeah, I have to pack all of these up. So yeah, let's get through it, I suppose. And I have my thing here. This is what I'm going to be putting them into. It's just a little plastic container that I got in B&M. I think it was B&M. And I have some bubble wrap as well that I'm going to put on the top of it. So yeah, that's pretty much the height of that now. Okay, so first off, I'm going to start by putting away my Revolution 144 eyeshadow palette. I got this a couple of years ago. I did use it. I actually did it, I mentioned it in another video there not that long ago. It is a beautiful collection of colours. Some mattes, most are shimmers or kind of glitter, but just a really, really versatile palette. Literally like really good for theatre work, if that's something you're into. Now, I actually thought I lost this, but this is a fabulous collection of bronzers and highlighters and blushers for, I'd say, more light to medium skin tones. It doesn't really have much for darker skin tones in this palette, but it has some nice blushes down here that could be used. But when it comes to contour and stuff, it's really not that dark enough, but it still is a beautiful palette nonetheless. I'm going to put away these big ones first because they're just in the way. This is the Revolution, XX Revolution Matrix collection. This was the biggest palette. I'll show you what it looks like. It's absolutely huge. Again, I got this for my birthday there last Christmas. Not really sure about the whole Matrix thing, but I like the colour story, giving me Jeffree Star vibes here. And I think the packaging is really cool as well. But yeah, we're keeping it. That's one of my collection pieces. Another collection piece I have, oops, is this DCX Revolution, the Batman palette. I love this palette. It's just such a good palette. Look at all these beautiful colours. Let me see there. It's quite a long palette because it has a mirror the other side. But these bronzers and blushers and highlights are just beautiful. That's probably the only blush in it, to be fair. The rest are kind of highlights, so we'll say for light, medium, darker skin tones. And then you've got a blush for whoever, I suppose. But yeah, really, really beautiful. And lovely pigments as well. So it's just another one to add to my collection. Again, these are more collection pieces rather than actual makeup pieces. Like, I'm not fussed if I never use them. I just like them to have them in my collection, because they're movies I like. Apart from the Matrix, because I don't really know much about that, but it's still cool. Cool packaging, I like it. Right, we're going to these other palettes. I have loads of Morphe palettes, because back in the day they were a thing. So this one is the 35C. 35C, which is now going into a box. Got the 35V, which is that one. Again, beautiful colour story. This was 35 OM, I think. No, for 3502. This is 3502. Oops, that was packaging. 3502. As you can see, this one's quite well used. This one here is a 35K. Not one I use very often, but still good to have. 35 OM. I remember I bought this one because Manny MUA was raving about it. So I got that one. 35N. I've actually used this one a lot. This one palette I go to a lot. Just because it's all mattes and neutrals. Especially for weddings, it's really nice. This is the 35O. Like a 35O is more mattes and shimmers compared to like the 35M, which is just all mattes. So you have a good and the 3502 is just a mixture basically again, but it's like the round 2 of the 35s on the O's. But yeah, nice colours in this. And this is the 35B, which is quite similar to 35C, except this one has the shimmers. 35C is all mattes. Now I have this other one. It is Revolution X Friends. And I actually haven't even opened this, to be fair. So this one here is the Friends X Revolution. I love it because it's in a tin, so it's quite sturdy. Again, beautiful colours. I just got it because of the Friends reunion and all that jazz was coming out, so I just thought it'd be really handy to have. Plus, the mirror on this is insane. Like, the size of it is huge. I also have this, which is Friends X Revolution. This is the bronzers for light to medium skin tones. I am waiting to get the other one, which is from medium to dark skin tones, but I'm waiting because like I don't really have a need for it right now. But I love this because it's in the shape of a teacup, and if anybody knows me, the amount of tea I drink is like ridiculous. But nonetheless, I still love it. But I love this because when you open it up, I actually haven't even used this yet. Oh, how cool is that? I just love it. I love that, and you get a little mirror up here too. But I just love that it's like got all these little teacups in it, or coffee cups, and it's in the shape of a cup, which I just love. So that's kind of like another collection piece right there. Now these other ones I have. Let me see. Put this one. Go with this one. This is Primark 50th birthday palette. So basically Primark turned 50 and they released this eyeshadow palette here. You can see it. So you've got all your kind of dark mattes here, your shimmers here, and then your highlighter colours here. Really good little palette. It was literally only about €10, I think. So I could not fault this, and the pigments are brilliant in them. But yeah, again, it's a limited edition palette, so probably won't be coming out again. And maybe until they're like 100 years old or something. Now, we go with my Anastasia's. So these are Anastasia Beverly Hills empty palettes, and basically I've just filled them with things I like. So I have my Inglot, some MAC, Hoola bronzer, more Inglot and more MAC. So they're just really handy to have. I actually got these at TK Maxx for a £5, which was handy. Now I also have another one, which is the pink glitter one. And I have my Sephora. I can't remember who these ones are from. And then these ones here are Barry M from God knows when. I found them recently, so I said I'll put them in. So that's them two. Okay, so we're getting through these. So this one here is my Inglot Freedom palette. So basically you just pick what colours you like and you put them into these empty palettes that you buy in the store. These ones here I have just randomly picked myself, but this collection here is the Italian collection from a couple of years ago, which I obviously had to buy because it was fabulous. I love these colours. So yeah, that was the Freedom collection. Let's go in with these. So these were my Morphe concealer palettes. So these go from light to medium. They are a very thick coverage, which is something I don't really use very often anymore because, well, nobody wants like thick makeup anymore. It's not a thing. But they're still really good to have. It was the 10 CON, 10 con, so 10 concealers. They don't do this anymore. I think it's discontinued. I also have the BH Cosmetics Foundation and Concealer Pro Palette. This was in the shade number 2, which is again for, would you say light to medium? I'd say kind of medium skin tones. Kind of is in that region there. Again, full coverage, but you can also lighten them down. And I also have this. You cannot get this anymore because I have tried. This is the Morphe Brow 8 palette. Can't get these anymore, unfortunately, but they were bloody brilliant. And the pans were really big as well. Actually, I might keep that out. I might keep that one out because I do use that one quite a lot. Brilliant palette. Now, let me see, what else have we got size-wise? I'm trying to put these in order of size. So we've got my MAC. This is it's kind of like the MAC Freedom palette, or the Pro palettes they're called. So these are all my blushers that I have stuck down and destroyed my palette with bloody magnets because I didn't realise how to do it. And yeah, they're just really handy. Everything is magnetised, so everything is safe. That's what I like. Then I have another one, which I love. This one, it's my favourite. If you've seen my videos before, you will know. This is my MAC Pro palette with colours that I have customed like to this palette. So literally, like, these are all just colours I picked that I like and put them in my palette, which I love. This is my favourite one. You could do with a black, but like you can get black eyeshadows in pretty much every palette. It's not the one that's most used, so it's fine. Then we have this Revolution Forever Flawless The City Needs Me palette. This is from the Batman collection. Love this palette so much. Like, it's literally got all my colours with all a nice little bit of a nice pop of colour in it, but it's still got the nice neutrals, more warm tone again. But I love these greens. I think they're fabulous. They should have called one of them Enigma, actually. They didn't. They called it Robin and then Crusader, but I would have called one of them greens Enigma, but they didn't. Oh well. Maybe next time, Revolution. Maybe next time. I also have the Matrix XX Revolution palette. This is, I think, Morpheus. Yeah. So, sturdy packaging, funnily enough, but not as good as the Batman ones. I have a love-hate relationship with this palette. I have tried it. Everything, the mattes blend out beautifully. It's just these colours here, I kind of didn't know what to do with them. The whole colour story kind of threw me. So, yeah. I like it. I'll keep it. It's going to be in my collection. But that'll probably be the end of that, because I'm not sure what to do with it. Oh gosh, we're nearly finished this. This is brilliant. So these are my Revolution chocolate palettes. They were dupes for the chocolate palettes from Too Faced, which you can see I have one here. This is a salted caramel. I can't remember what this pink one was, but the palettes broke, and this is what I'm left with. I'm still using them because, as you can see, I'm hitting pan on some of them. Still haven't hit pan anything on this, even though I use this quite a lot. But yeah, we'll get there, and I'm keeping them to use them up. Now, Macarinos. This is my MAC Art Library Flamboyant palette. Again, love this so much. As you can see, it's quite similar to the one I actually have, but a lot of these colours are specifically made for this palette and not available to buy individually. So yeah, I rarely ever use it just because I know how hard it'll be to get them colours I really love. Now, Anastasia Beverly Hills contour palette in, this is light medium. Yeah, this is light medium. As you can see, I do use this quite a bit. Love this so much. I wish you could still get the refills for it, but unfortunately I don't believe you can. I think they've discontinued the refills, so you have to buy the whole darn thing. This is the one medium to tan. Yeah, this is the medium to tan one. I don't use this one as much because some of the colours are actually repeated in the first one, so there's no point to me using two of them. But I'm keeping them nonetheless. I can declutter anything really. See, a couple of years ago I did a massive declutter and I got rid of so much stuff. I actually don't have much left. Now this is fabulous. I actually found this box. I actually have two of these. So one I bought for my sister and one I bought for me, and I thought I lost the box and I couldn't find it, and then I found it because obviously we're moving and we're packing up things. But this is the number 7 Wizard of Oz Emerald Collection from 2019, maybe 20. I can't remember what year they brought this out. No, 2020, I think. Or was it 21? No, 20. Yeah, Christmas 2020. Fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. But you know what's even more nicer is I just prefer the packaging. Like, I just love that it's got an emerald thingy. How fabulous is that? And I love the packaging of the box. Love it. That's pretty much why I bought it. And I remember I actually got it on sale as well, because it was really cheap. So, and the pigments are really good in it, so I can't fault it. Right, so we'll go with this one. This is the Inglot Freedom palette. This is the old Freedom palette. Some of these colours are actually MAC, so that one's Trax, Carbon, Flump, can't remember what that is. But you get the idea that MAC eyeshadows, and pretty much most, because I know that one's a Morphe one that fell out on one of my other palettes. Most eyeshadows, circular, will fit into this palette, so you'll be fine. if you still have them, I wouldn't throw them out because they're actually really handy. I was going to throw mine out and then I decided not to. And I'm glad now I didn't, because now that I'm making my own palettes, like I have this other MAC one here, which kind of has more like 1950s colours, which I'm kind of building on that palette at the minute, just because I like to have things separate. But yeah, oh, this one here is gone, is an old MAC one as well. This one here was called Bitten, but I think they have another Bitten, or another eyeshadow now called Bitten, but it's not the same one as that one. That's a really old one, but I still like it and not getting rid of it. To be fair, I rarely ever use this palette, but it's the old Inglot Freedom System. I think they may have brought this out for the Mora collection. They might have brought the rounds back. I could be mistaken. I'm not 100% sure on that. What else have we got? Okay, trying to keep them in the same shape here. So we have our Too Faced Chocolate Gold. I love the packaging of this, but even more important, I love the product. It is such good quality. Like, look at these colours, honestly. Now, there is only 4 mattes in it. So you've got your Roland Dough, So Brulee, Decadent, and Chocolate or Cocoa Truffle. They are the only mattes in it. Everything else is shimmers, so it's perfect for party season, you know, Christmas and all that kind of jazz. Love it. And you get a decent sized mirror too, so very good. Highly pigmented as well, so you only need a little bit. This is another Inglot Freedom System one, but this is the blushers. So all of these are Inglot Freedom blushers. I think you can still get this. Again, not 100% sure, but I think you can. I presume you can. You used to be able to get huge, gigantic palettes, but I think they may have changed the colour to white. Again, I haven't been in Inglot in ages because it's a pain in the arse over here. I have to keep applying for my discount card every time, whereas when I go back to Ireland, I don't. They have given me one for life, basically, which is so much handier. Mind you, this is another Freedom System from Inglot, which is probably why I have so many of their shadows, but their shadows are amazing and they're quite innovative with their products, I find. Especially this, I have never seen this before with any other product, but it's these like 3 eyeshadows of the same tone in a little pan, which means like you're getting so much value for money there. You see? So especially with the oranges, because I actually use that one, and the browns quite a lot. The green and the purple, I just got them because I thought they're really pretty colours. But again, absolute excellent, like excellent idea. And it saves space in the kit as well, so that's another win-win for me. Now this one, my sister got me years ago, and the reason I'm keeping it is because it's got sentimental value for me. And the colour's not bad either, but it's not a colour story I reach for very often. This is Fern X The Boots Company. Back in the day when Fern, I don't know, she was like a DJ on BBC Radio 1 or something, and she made this thing, and it's called Made You Look, Made You Stare. The greens are beautiful. I use the greens every now and again. The rest, not so much. But again, it was given to me by my sister, so it's kind of got sentimental value for me. I ain't throwing it. I keep it. And I really like that it's got a skull with a princess thing on it. I think that's really cool, because that's probably me. A little bit gothic and a little bit princessy. Now this one here I also got is the Morphe X Jaclyn Hill collection. I think this was called the Vault. I got the Armed and Gorgeous. I've only ever swatched it. I've never actually used it, but I really like the colours. I only actually got it because I wanted to make up the money to get free postage. So I just said I'll throw that in. Plus it's kind of like one of those ones that a lot of people have and just talk about and stuff. This one here was gifted to me by one of my best friends. It's stunning. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Instant Eye Palette. I love it. I absolutely love it. I've used it so many times. It's absolutely amazing. Pigmentation is incredible, but at 60 quid it's very expensive for an eyeshadow palette. But I'm going to be keeping it because it's just fabulous, darling. This is the Naturals Intense by Lacora. So Lacora is basically Aldi. This is their copy of the Urban Decay Natural Red palette. It's okay. It's fine if you are, I guess, on a budget or something. The colours are okay. Blendability is a bit tough, especially I'm used to good pigments. It's not my favourite. I am keeping it because I want to try it again. I want to, I just want to get a bit of use out of it. But yeah, this one might be one that'll be donated eventually. Now this one here is the Natural Face by Too Faced. I love this. I have only used it once, but my once experience with it was absolutely amazing and it lasted so long. These bronzers are incredible. This one is quite light, but then when you give it a kick of this, so this is in the shade Sunny Honey, and this one is Tropic Like It's Hot. Tropic Like It's Hot is really intense when it's on. It doesn't look much there, but it actually really is something else when it's on. Beautiful pinks, and a little, kind of sandy pinky one. beautiful highlighters. One's got more of a champagne, the other one's got pink through it. So that's Starlight, Satin Sheets, Pink Sand, Pink Wink, Sunny Honey, and Tropic Like It's Hot. And I love that it comes in the shape of a purse. So, you know, purse first, honey. This one was given to me years ago by my boyfriend. It was the London, I don't know what, I think they were doing like all around the world or something, and this was it. So you got your eyeshadows. I actually had a lipstick in here, liquid lip as well, which I use all the time. And again, it's called London. Really beautiful. I never really use these eyeshadows, mind. Maybe I should start. I might keep it for a little while longer to see, but that might be another one that's on the way out. This palette now has become a little bit more something something, I suppose. It's the Hanging in Hawaii by BH Cosmetics, because BH Cosmetics have now filed for bankruptcy. So I don't know what's going to be happening with them, but this was a really good dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk palette. Pretty much the same colour story, except for maybe the darker reds, but like if you're not into your reds, you know, this is fine. Beautiful pigmentation. Absolutely love this palette. Fair bit of kickback though, but other than that, it's fine. Like, it's, you know, you can manage it. It's really nice. I don't like that it's pink, but I think they've changed the packaging on these now. But I still like it nonetheless. We're going for the Kiko Milano. This one is Starry something or other. I can't remember what this palette is. I like it and I don't like it, but we're still keeping it. This one is the Batman X Revolution. Again, this was the 9-pan. I don't know if you've seen it there, but if you check out my video, I will link it above, showing you how this one works. Very good. We also had the Harley Quinn and the Joker, which I haven't actually used yet nor opened. So that's that. I think I may have done swatches, but that's about it. This is my Marilyn one, which is my newest one from Revolution Pro. Fabulous. Just got it because it's Marilyn and it's pearls, and I love pearls. This is my MAC limited edition Snow Globe collection eyeshadow palette. Beautiful. Again, obviously I'm keeping that. My Huda Beauty Amethyst, keeping that. Packing her away. Safe and sound. Love this palette. It is my MAC Red Hot ×9 palette. I wish this still did this. It's absolutely amazing. Beautiful, beautiful palette. It's like just, yeah. Wish they did it again. So this is my MAC Conceal and Correct palette in the shade Medium. Now this was going to be, I think this may have been discontinued, and that was why I picked it up, because I was like, I do not want to be without this palette. It is amazing for medium skin tones, especially if you suffer from like darkness under the eyes. These colours here are just insane for getting rid of them. So yeah, had to get that before they got rid of it altogether. So this one is the shade Medium. I'm not even sure if you can get it still. I think it may be just either gone to a pro or discontinued altogether. I'm not sure. This is the Burgundy ×9 from MAC. I love this one as well. Again, the colours I have already in the bigger one, that's why I don't use this one. But really simple, really easy to use palette, just fabulous. I just wish I had a little mirror maybe, but like, that's the least of me worries, do you know. What else have I got? This is the Batman X Revolution highlighter. So it's just basically a highlighter, champagne highlighter. This one was the MAC Point and Shoot eyeshadow quad. Just basically dark. It's quite gothic, but yeah, I like it. This is just another MAC one where you put in your own colours. And as I said, I was trying to just keep it more neutral in this, like extremely neutral, kind of more 1950s vibes. So yeah, that one's going in as well. Now I have these little eyeshadow quads from ELF. You've seen a recent video, like they are amazing. And I think they're like £4 each now, so could not go wrong with that. I really hope these are going to be safe in the storage. I freak out about my eyeshadows because they were like the most expensive part of my kit. And this one here is Too Glam to Give a Damn Essence. This is when I first started YouTube, and my partner went and bought me a whole collection of like just makeup so I could review. Which is, he bought me this because I asked for it. I'd seen it online and he got it. It's not my favourite. As you can see, I do let my daughter play with this one a bit, so I might just keep this one out so she can, you know, play with it. This colour here is fabulous. The rest of them not so much. But yeah, I'll keep that one out. This is my Wet n Wild contouring palette. This is brilliant. I love it. Especially this one for like powdering down underneath eyes on, we say, medium to light skin tones, but not very light because it'll just show up as yellow. Really, really nice. And great value for money as well. This was in the one Dolce something. What was this? Oh, Dolce de Leche. That was the shade of that. I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it out. Do you know what? I might keep it out. And I'm also going to keep out my Wet n Wild. This was supposed to have been a dupe for an Anastasia Beverly Hills Renaissance palette, which is the Rosé in the Air. It's okay of a palette. I'm not going to say it's the best, but at the price of it, like, God, you'd be grand. This colour here, as lovely as it looks in the pan, absolutely shite to get it to work on your eyes. It does not blend. And even to feel it, it's rough. Like, whereas you can feel this one and it's more velvety, but this one is as rough. The colour does come up though, but you will notice it. It's like sandpaper on your eyes, basically, which is not a good look, but it is a beautiful colour though. That's the only thing. Like, lovely wine colour. But just put a good primer down and you should be alright with it. But that was the only one I found. Like, even, you know, testing most of these are fine. Everything else feels fine. Just that one is so rough. I've even scrapped it. I don't know if you can see there, but I've actually scrapped it thinking that it might just have been the a layer on the top, but it wasn't. It's the whole bloody way down. But grand palette. I think it was about £5 or something. Grand. I'll keep it out. I will use it eventually. Oh my goodness, have I actually reached all my palettes? So that is pretty much all of that done. I'm only keeping out a few of them. I'm not really keeping out much, but this is what it looks like now, all packed away. Didn't do a bad job now, did I? I thought it would be a lot messier, but it's not. I have 2 boxes from, let me see, who are they from? Oh, Colourpop. One is the Barbie collection from a few years, was it last year I got it? And then the other one is the Halloween collection, the Sanderson sisters that I got there at Halloween. I actually haven't looked at them, opened them or anything else since I did my shorts, but I'm not going to put them in here just yet. Like, if anything, I can just carry them because I have 2 small little boxes. They'll be fine. And then I'm hoping then just to have 1 box of product. I might do lip liners or something else tomorrow. I just want to put a bit of bubble wrap on this, and then my partner's actually going to the storage container now in a few minutes, so that he'll be able to bring all that. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, I'm sure it's pretty long, but you can get to see what I have. And if you're anything like me, I love looking through people's makeup collections. Just have a nose and be like, oh, you have that, that's fancy, I like that. If you ever need a home for it, come to me. But no, seriously, yeah, no, I love watching people go through their makeup collections and see what they have and what they like and what they dislike and what have you. So yeah, I'm just going to leave you here and I shall talk to you soon. Thanks again so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.